We welcome in Brooks Koepka. And Brooks, it's entirely possible that I won't ask you one golf question, which might be fine by you. That might be all right, right?
Yeah, that'd be good by me.
All right, well, let's start with the haircut that Jenna gave you last week. I felt like afterwards you looked like Cable from Deadpool 2, even more like Brolin than normal. It looks like it's kind of coming back, though, on the sides.
Yeah, it's. I guess it's kind of coming back. I mean, I thought I was gonna look like you for a half minute. I wasn't sure
Hey,
how much
man.
more she was gonna take off.
Yeah, I mean, you know, at least yours would grow back. But look, this is what we do in the pandemic, right? We just, you know, in a pinch, you got to go for what you can, right?
Hey, yeah, you take what you get, and I don't know. Expectations weren't too high, but I don't know how she surpassed it. That's for sure.
All right, so we got the haircut covered. Let's talk Twitter beefs. It was dinner. You have a filet and a nice bottle of wine. The next thing you know, people are acting like you're the worst human being on earth, and I'm parachuting in asking, what are we doing? 2 days later, people are still yelling at me. Like, are you new to the Twitter beef world? Because I live in that space, man.
Oh, I know you do. You know, to be honest with you, it's funny because I haven't really checked it that much. And then all of a sudden, I was like, oh, I'll post it. You know, we were just having a nice little date night, and then all of a sudden, everybody started coming at me, and I'm like, I'm just eating dinner, man.
Well, I got accused for white knighting for you. My point was, hey, look, you know, it's a bottle of wine and a steak. And by the way, you gave $100,000 through your foundation for relief down there. Tell people what you have done in your community.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think people forget it in short-term memory. But yeah, we donated $100,000 to through my foundation to the Palm Beach County and Martin County Community Foundation, and you know they're doing everything they can down here to supply masks, feed people, anybody that can't get meals, and you know we're trying to do our best down here. Everybody that's in Palm Beach County is trying to make the best of a bad situation, and you know anything I can give, I'm lucky to be in this situation, so I'm more than happy to give them anything they need.
We've had Justin Thomas on, we've had Ricky on, and I've asked him, you know, a couple of your South Florida sort of neighbors, so to speak, about getting out there playing golf. Have you been touching golf clubs? Because I know it's not necessarily, you know, your day-to-day thing that you live to do even during season. So have you been playing now?
Yeah, just started back with quad. Just started back hitting balls, which has been nice. You know, it just felt great to get out of the house. I mean, everybody's so jammed up inside the house and you can't really do anything, and it's nice to finally be able to be outside.
It's hard to even think where we are in terms of the calendar, and I mean, you'd be defending at Hardin Park at the PGA, and obviously that's down the road. And we've got some events on the calendar in Pencil for June. Do you have like a goal of what you're trying to do in terms of preparing, or is it just a matter of swinging a club again?
A little bit of both. You're trying to prepare. We obviously know it's going to be so busy towards the end of the season, all the way through pretty much December. I'm going to be playing a lot of golf and just trying to rest up, make sure the body's right. That's been the big thing, and it feels good now, which is great. It feels like it's taken forever, but I feel as good as I have in a long time, and now it's just a matter of going out there, swinging the club, and trying to get the reps in. So when that first tournament comes around, ready to go.
We're talking about Jordan before we came on here. We've been trading some messages about watching this doc, and this is a guy you know. He's a friend. This is, you know, another South Florida guy you see quite a bit. And you started to say, I got a story, and I said, hold it. I'm curious. What's your Jordan story?
So I think it might have been the second time I've ever played with him. It was out there. It was me, him. There was a few other guys, and whatever it was, I was 1 up going into 17, and we've been jawing all day.
Of course.
And we got like a 40-yard walk back to the 17th tee, and you know, he hasn't said much the last couple of holes. I've kind of taken him, and I'm walking back, and I just said something like, "I've got you right where I want you." And he just tees the ball up. He takes his practice swing. He looks at me and goes, "It's fourth quarter, baby. I don't lose."
What happened?
And sure enough, I lost 17 and I lost 18. So that's probably the last time I've ever smack talked.
Keegan Bradley tells a great story about talking to Tom Brady, and Brady did the exact same thing to him. I guess, you know, lessons learned. You got to pick your spots when you want to try to needle the best there's ever been.
Exactly. But also at the same time, you know, what are you going to do? Step up on the first tee when he's negotiating shots, and you're like, yeah, okay.
Well, yes, there's the other lesson, Brooks. You got to remind him in the first quarter, hey, don't come begging for me for shots when you're going to start talking crap about the fourth quarter, right?
Exactly. It was a learning thing for me. So I'll tell you what, I'll tell you what, I have not played him since that, but I'm looking forward. Hopefully we'll tee it up again soon.
Right on. Brooks, always good to cross paths, man. I hope we see you out there somewhere down the road, but Hardin Park, PGA, whatever. But until then, stay well and be good, all right?
Yep, you got it. Thanks, bud.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.